Have you ever found yourself lying in bed at 2 a.m., your body absolutely exhausted, but your brain is busy hosting a high-level seminar on every mistake you've made since the 5th grade? Or maybe you're sitting in a beautiful coffee shop, but instead of actually tasting your latte, you're rehearsing a heated argument with your boss for tomorrow. Here's the truth. Most of us aren't actually living in the real world. We're living in a simulation room inside our own heads. We aren't stuck because of traffic, or debt, or a toxic relationship. We're stuck in the way our brains process those facts. Today's video on DeepShift isn't about some high-level philosophy. We're talking about a practical survival skill, how to shut down that non-stop radio station blaring in your head and finally start touching real life. Imagine your brain is just like a smartphone. It's pretty amazing, right? It helps us schedule our lives, fix work messes, and learn just about anything under the sun. But have you ever stopped to ask yourself, when was the last time you actually put it down? That's exactly the problem. We never turn it off. We carry this brain smartphone into the shower. We let it sit right there on the dinner table, and even worse. We bring those calculating thoughts into a kiss with someone we love. It's terrifying when you realize you're kissing someone while your mind is obsessing over a deadline next week. Have you ever been there? I know I have. More times than I'd like to admit. There was a time when I stood in front of the mirror and my face looked absolutely exhausted, but I didn't even see the tiredness. I was too busy listening to that voice in my head screaming, "You're not doing enough. You need to try harder." In that moment, I was completely fused with it. In psychology, they call this cognitive fusion. Instead of standing on the ground and watching the dark gray clouds of thought drift across the sky, we mistakenly believe that we are the cloud. When the brain says, "You're a failure," we stop seeing it as just a subjective opinion. We see it as a verdict, an undeniable decree. But why? Why are we so addicted to thinking? It's because thinking gives us a sense of control, even if it's totally fake. We delude ourselves into believing that if we worry long enough, we can prevent a disaster. If we keep chewing on past mistakes, we can somehow fix them. But let's be honest with each other. Has worrying ever actually made a problem disappear? Or does it just leave you bone-tired before the real problem even starts? People often say, time is money. But I truly think we've got it wrong. Or at least, we're missing the full picture. To me, attention is far more precious than money or time combined. Because time without attention is just an empty void. Imagine waking up every morning and being given a limited attention budget. It's like the battery bar on your phone. But instead of spending it on things that actually make you happy, you choose to throw it in the trash. Have you ever spent an entire afternoon just obsessing over a text message that went unanswered? I've been there. Once, I was sitting at my best friend's birthday party, but my brain was out of the office. It was busy analyzing why my boss gave me that certain look earlier that morning. It's ridiculous, really. I missed my friend's laughter just to chase a ghost that didn't even exist outside my head. Have you ever felt that way? Some people ask, why do I always feel exhausted, even when I'm not doing anything physically demanding? The answer is actually more heartbreaking than we realize. You're running too many background apps. You're carrying a loud, rusty old generator with you everywhere you go. Your body is sitting right here, in the middle of 2026, but your mind is busy fighting ghosts from 2020, or trembling in fear of some nightmare scenario in 2030. This massive misalignment is the black hole that swallows all your life energy. We aren't tired because of what we're doing. We're tired because of what we're thinking, just once. Right now, try closing one of those background apps and look at reality. Give it a shot, okay? There's a simple physical truth. The mind can travel through time, but the body can't. Your body is always rooted in the right now. When you start to feel yourself falling into the spiral of overthinking, don't try to use thought to solve thought. That's like trying to use a bigger fire to put out a blaze. All you'll get is a bigger pile of ashes. Instead, try something else. Use your body as an anchor. I call this the grounding technique. It sounds like a big fancy word, but it's actually practical to the point of being raw. Don't over-spiritualize it. It's as simple as this. Feel the soles of your feet touching the floor. Is it hard or soft? Is it cold or warm? Feel the air flowing into your nose. Don't think about breathing. Just feel the sensation of the air. If you're washing the dishes, feel the water running over your skin and through your fingers. Why does this work? Because your nervous system is incapable of fully focusing on a physical sensation while simultaneously maintaining a complex anxiety script. When you shift your attention from the upstairs, your head, to the downstairs, your body, you are literally pulling the plug on that anxiety generator. Give it a try right now. Just feel your hands touching your phone. Different, isn't it? One of the biggest reasons we retreat into our heads is simply because we're afraid to feel. When you're lonely, instead of just sitting there and feeling that emptiness in your chest, your brain immediately starts crunching numbers. Why am I alone? Am I not good enough? Or are people just being jerks? We're experts at using logic like a layer of plastic wrap to cover up our pain. We try to analyze sadness as if it's a difficult math problem, instead of letting it pass through our bodies like a natural current. But here's the thing. Emotions are like waves. If you stand still and let them wash over you, they eventually dissolve. But if you try to build a dam using thoughts, judgments, or blame, the pressure just keeps building up, and sooner or later, that dam is going to burst. Next time a difficult feeling hits you, try a little experiment. Don't name it. Don't tell a story about it. Just observe it as a physical phenomenon. Okay, there's a tightness in my chest. There's a flush of heat on my face. When you stop labeling it, the emotion loses its power to manipulate you. It's no longer you, it's just energy moving through. Action, the nemesis of hesitation. Your mind is a world-class expert at procrastinating. It'll whisper things like, "We need more information," "We need a perfect plan," or "We just aren't confident enough yet." But the truth is, confidence isn't born from thinking. It's born from action. You don't need to feel ready to start. You start so that you can feel ready. I call this the next obvious thing rule. Don't think about how to build a successful career that's too big. It'll make your brain panic and start to spin. Instead, ask yourself, what is the next obvious thing you need to do in the next 5 minutes? Is it sending one email? Is it just opening a blank Word document? The smallest action has more power to break the chains of the mind than any positive affirmation you could ever mutter to yourself in the mirror. Once you get your hands moving, that anxiety generator in your head automatically gets unplugged to make room for real-world focus. So many of us lock ourselves inside these labels. I'm depressed. I'm just unlucky in love. Or I'm a shy introvert. But have you ever stopped to ask yourself, where did those labels even come from? These are just stories you've repeated in your head so many times that you've started to believe they're objective facts. But remember, a story is only valuable if it empowers you to move forward. If that story only makes you feel small, weak, and useless, then why are you still holding on to it? Throw it in the trash, right now. When you stop living inside your head, you begin to realize that you are a growing, breathing entity, not a fixed file on someone's desk. You are not what you've done, and you are certainly not what others say about you. You are the presence listening to these words, right here, right now. Conclusion. The truth is, escaping your mind isn't a destination where you arrive once and you're done. It's a choice you make every day, every hour. There will be times when you get thrown back into that spiral of anxiety, and that's okay. That's normal. What matters is that you recognize it. Give yourself a little smile and say, "Ah, there I go again, playing out a drama in my head," and then just return to your breath. Don't wait until the end of your life to realize you spent 80 years living in a cramped, dark room filled with repetitive thoughts, while right outside, there was a world full of vibrant colors, sounds, and real emotions waiting for you. If this journey out of your head resonated with you, hit that subscribe button. Don't just watch, join the DeepShift community, and let's practice reclaiming our lives together, one breath at a time. You're not alone in this. I'll see you in the next one.